Returns. Jacob Gold is here to talk about that with us today, and he is president of Jacob Gold and Associates, and he is also author of the book Real Financial Intelligence. Welcome, Jacob. Nice to have you here. Perfect week for it.
Absolutely.
You talk about the fact that there is tactical asset allocation. We know what asset allocation is. How does this differ?
Yeah, most investors, as you alluded to, are familiar with asset allocation. It's a way for investors to diversify their assets, reduce risk in their portfolio, while still having exposure in the general marketplace. And tactical asset allocation follows the same theme, but with a higher emphasis on a specific sector or asset class. And without a doubt, the spice of right now is individuals are trying to add commodities to their portfolio to enhance returns.
Okay, so that's one of the advantages, but the disadvantages is, like
Absolutely.
cooking, too much spice and you spoil the recipe, right?
Absolutely. Too much spice at the wrong time can really explode the recipe, and you really could be exposing yourself to more risk than you had originally thought was even possible. It almost becomes a non-diversified asset, and you have a ticking time bomb on your hands.
So what would you have done with tactical asset allocation in this week's commodities meltdown? What would have been the right mix for someone who had added commodities to their portfolio to maximize near term but minimize volatility?
Yeah, and it really depends on an individual's situation, and that's why it's so important for people to be meeting with their financial advisor to assess their overall risk. But absolutely, if an individual just recently got into a tactical asset allocation with an emphasis in commodities, they got crushed this week. And if anything, they may be licking their wounds and second-guessing their investment philosophy.
Do you have a core percentage for the average investor that they should put in commodities?
Once again, it depends on the individual, but if someone is using a tactical asset allocation approach, there's usually an overweight of anywhere from 5 to 10% in that specific asset class.
Jacob, thank you very much. So there you have it, Michelle. A little spice, but not too much to spoil the recipe. Over to you.
Good point, Sue. All right.